Alright, so game number 2. And where's the... Okay, there it is. So, trutacz wins the first one. And I have to say, so far, I mean, the game was not even... It was even when at some point, but most of the time, I think trutacz had the advantage. So, definitely Djem5 needs to find a new style against trutacz. But, let's see if he can actually manage it. Okay, so we have Djem5 as the teal Protoss at the top left location on Sniper Ridge. And his opponent, who is actually up 1-0 at this moment, is going to be the purple Zerg trutacz at the bottom left location. So trutacz is up 1-0 right now. And what I would call a pretty good move from trutacz to forget about air, go heavy on the economy after stopping the initial zealot pressure, and then basically being able to stop the 2 or 3 main most common timing attacks from Djem5. So let's see if Djem5 decides to do something different. So far he is going for the expansion again. This is not really that weird, it's kind of common. This is weirdly enough, the main reason I think is because not only the map layout, but because Zerg's got a lot better at defending things like double gates or one gateway, Corsair DT builds, things like these. So I would assume that this is why the fast expansion build became more popular. So Djem5 doesn't find his opponent's overlord in here, so he's straight going to the cross location, at the same time sending another probe. Will it actually deny the hatchery? Doesn't seem like it. Funny enough, because this probe actually came... Oh my god. Really? Okay, that's gonna be fun. This is gonna be interesting because the Overlord will not see the pylon, but it might see the second probe. So trutacz might still manage to find out that this is a cannon rush. Okay, so the Overlord will actually scout the pylon. And this is pretty bad, because once the pylon gets scouted, the drones can actually be pulled. Although you could put 2 cannons here and block it with a gateway. Yeah, I think it's possible. But yeah, at this point it doesn't really make much sense. I was thinking about putting 1 cannon here, another cannon here, and then putting a gateway. Or even just 1 cannon gateway, but leaving your probe from this side. Now this point is basically just to bite, to make trutacz lose money, rather than actually doing the cannon rush, because at this point it just doesn't make any sense. So we do have the Nexus first. And yeah, so far no cannon, so you definitely want to put the cannon as soon as possible because the pool is about to be finished. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, obviously at this point it doesn't make any sense to kind of kill the probe or the pylon. Okay, the Zerglings are out. So I would say that was a relatively even trade. I mean, even though that you make a pylon and you can't actually attack or do anything from it, you still get a lot of mining lost time by the drones, and you still get your own nexus relatively fast with the gateway. So doesn't look like the worst loss, although Djem5 did get supply blocked because of this, and his pylon is slightly late, which... This is actually pretty bad, because at this level of play, that kind of supply block for these 25 seconds is actually pretty devastating. Okay, there's the Nexus. There's the second gateway, so it will be the same thing again. And trutacz, interestingly enough, is taking this third, which is the closer one. Instead of this one, he's taking the closer one. So trutacz might be already expecting this from Djem5. Unfortunately, Djem5 is doing the same thing again. And I say unfortunately because in the previous game this didn't work for him. And if this time this doesn't work for him as well, then the third game might be really bad. I mean, how do you actually change a strategy that you did once, didn't work, and you're trying to pull off again? Now, we do see the lair before the speed, so yeah, I mean, Djem5 build, I would say that it's an amazing build if you're playing against a player who doesn't expect it, or maybe a player who doesn't know how to respond to this. Then it's definitely awesome. I mean, I've actually tried this build. Actually, it's working now. I've tried this build myself, and it's actually extremely powerful. Like, Zergs really don't expect this. And if a Zerg is trying to go for something like a Hydra bust extremely early, this actually can completely kill him. So I do like the build, it's just that I'm surprised that he just want to keep going with it. But look, right now there's no defense here. This Zealot is getting a decent trade so far. Oh, okay, good drill of drones. Good so far. And we got another 2 Zealots that, yeah, they're gonna go back now. So this time this strategy actually did damage, because a drone went down, some mining time loss, a lot of Zerglings been built. So it did something. It's just that, again, a late Stargate because of this. Spire is not done yet though. This time the Stargate actually went a lot faster. But the 5 hatches are still in place. It is still not 29 drones to 40 probes. Wow, okay. It does seem like this time this did a lot more damage, and even an overload kill at this point is actually going to be pretty bad. So I would say, and another hatch. Holy, 6 hatch. So again, trutacz is doing the same build again, but this time he did suffer some losses, and he had to make extra Zerglings. So in this instance, I think that the build might actually work. And we see already also the Citadel of Adun being built a lot earlier. A lot. And also considering that there is only 1 gas, this probably is not going to be Mutas, but basically some Scourges to scout and eventually kill a Corsair or 2. Where's the Hydra then, though? Oh, there it is. Okay. So speed is being researched already. And second gas is being taken now. I'm assuming after you start the upgrade, you want to have some more gas to produce Hydras. So I would assume that's why. Oh. That dance though. Yeah, Djem5 also seems to be amused by that. Okay, so until we see the gateway explosion, because speed is already being researched, so it should start right away. And once the gateways are finished, because 50 probes are definitely enough on 2 bases. If you keep producing more probes, I am assuming the reason is to start a 3rd as soon as you're attacking. Because, I mean, come on, 52 probes? That seems like quite a lot to me. Now, we do see that still Corsairs are being built, and because of that, actually trutacz is managing to get a lot of economy down without having to worry about any pressure. Alright. There is still not too many gateways, and speed is close to be finished, so there's not going to be... There's a good amount of zealots that were produced from these 2 gateways constantly, and +1 is going to be finished pretty much at the same time as speed is going to be finished for the zealots. So as soon as that's finished, I'm assuming that Djem5 is going to be moving out. Interestingly enough, his 4 extra gateways are coming relatively slower, and because of that, he's not going to be having that big of an army. Okay, so the move out is starting even before the upgrades are finished, which is something I really like. So right now, at the time that it finishes, you're already halfway on the map. And this is a relatively big army, so you really wouldn't want to be out in the open. You'd like to be back. Ooh. Trutacz. Yeah, you're gonna start losing overlords. You're gonna lose some hydras in here. That's decent drill of the drones, definitely. So that stops the attack. But yeah, the overlords are falling in way too many numbers. At this point, 30 supply, max 30 max supply, and we have 120 right now by Djem5. So Djem5 is getting ready to take a third, but at the same time he's been producing a lot of zealots. It's mostly zealots, right? Yeah, almost all zealots, and right now is the Temple Archives started. But if your opponent can't make any units still because he's completely supply blocked, I think this is GG. I mean, look, 126 against 66? Ooh, yeah, this is... Even if you block with the drones, it doesn't matter if you can't even do any damage because you have way too many too few hydras. And this is a great defense, but you're still losing drones and you're still losing hydras. And your opponent is thinking about taking a third at the same time. And yeah, I mean, look at how much power that attack actually had because of the supply block of the overlords. So yeah, this one is gone. This Gem has this. Like, there's no way. Right now, this is dead. He doesn't have any economy. Yeah, there we go. So this time, the Djem5 build does work.